Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a review on the original Glock 20, the second generation. Just kind of want to go over it a little bit. Had this handgun for about 2 months now. Anyway, you don't see many reviews on the older Glocks anymore. Everybody's all into the Gen 4s and the Gen 3s, and especially with the Glock 20, they're talking about the SF version because of the smaller grip frame, and it's just easier to hold on to. But anyway, we'll just get started. So, as you can see, before I started this video, I went ahead, opened it up, checked it, so, everybody knows it's clear. You can look into the chamber there. Sorry about the light. I'm using an iPhone for my camera. But anyways, this one has some normal wear and tear. It's got some holster wear on it. No big deal. I like it the way it is. I'm not a very big guy, about 5'9". My hands aren't very big, but as you can see, I don't really have a problem getting my finger, on there, holding the grip. Got a pretty good sight picture with it, and I shoot pretty well with it. I like it anyways. But, yep, that's about it for as far as this goes. Just want to talk about the Glock 20 a little bit. It was introduced in 1991. The FBI used it for a very short time. It's too powerful for them, so they got rid of it. This one in particular is a 1994. It's a Generation 2, not a Generation 1. They only made the Glock 17s and a few 19s and the Generation 1s. Everything else is Generation 2. It is confusing, kind of, because this is the first generation of Glock 20, but it's still a second generation Glock. It's got a barrel length of 4.6 inches, weighs about 28 ounces, probably a little bit more because I got my stainless guide rod and 20-pound spring in there right now. Overall length's about 7.6 inches or so, I believe. Got the standard 15-round magazines in there. These ones are loaded up. They're not in a gun, okay? But got 3 of those. It's got the standard safe action trigger that comes with all Glocks. That's nothing new. A lot of firearms have them now. But, and then I have some True Glow sights on there. I don't know if you can see them. They're getting pretty old and kind of dimming out a little bit, but they still glow at night, and I'm still using them. I like them better than the factory sights, anyways. My caliber of choice, my bullet of choice, I should say, is Swamp Fox ammo. Unfortunately, nobody can get these anymore because he just passed away a few days ago. These are the 135 grain nozzle hollow points coming out at a muzzle velocity of 1,600 feet per second. And 15 of those should just about stop anybody in their tracks. I'm going to go ahead and set the camera down here for a quick second so I can break the gun down for you and show you the inside. Just give me a second here. Okay, so we're back online now. There's the slide and the guide rod. Now the frame, just like every Glock, weighs next to nothing. As you can see in there, everything is pretty much just like a Generation 3 Glock. All the internals are in the same place, and it's got the 3 pins, 1, 2, and 3 right there. And everything is pretty much interchangeable between the Glock 3s, the Generation 3 and the Generation 2s. All the aftermarket barrels that you can buy for the 10 millimeters, they work in both the Gen 3s and the Gen 2s. I got everything in here that's stock. Of course, The one right here on the left is aftermarket 20-pound spring and stainless steel guide rod, and then here's the factory OEM guide rod. I haven't had any issues with either one. They've both been very reliable, and even the heavier pound spring cycles, crappy ammo like American Eagles and Remington UCM. There has been some issues with people in their chambers, apparently, from these older ones. They are a lot looser, I guess, compared to the Generation 3s. Even with these hot rounds I've been shooting, I haven't really had any issues at all as far as Glock smiles go. I mean, just a little bit, but, it's not that big of a deal. That's so to be expected from shooting hot rounds out of a Glock. They don't have exactly the best chamber support, but that's what makes them so reliable and feed excellent. I'll go ahead and slip a bullet in here so you can see the actual support of the chamber. I don't know how well that looks. It's kind of blurry, but there's a little bit of bullet rattle in there, kind of wiggles around a tad. Not a big deal. Anyway, I still like it. I haven't had any problems and don't plan on having any kabooms, or at least so I hope. There's the inside of the slide there. Everything looks just the same as a Generation 3. Anyways, that about concludes my review. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, well, hold on one second. I'll go ahead and put this back together real quick. Just wanted to go ahead and compare this next to a Sigma in size. As you can see, there's, the Glock 20 is not a whole lot bigger than the actual Sigma. Just a tad bit longer, but you can see there on the back, it's got just kind of a different angle. The grip angle is a little bit different, but height-wise, the Glock is actually probably a little shorter than the actual Sigma. And then looking here, you can see it's just a tad bit wider, but not a whole lot. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review of the Glock Generation 2 G20. You don't see many of these anymore, and I just wanted to do a review of mine. Thank you for watching.